The Vigil is a horror film that I wanted to check out. I don't remember where I heard about it, but I saw that the library had it and I wanted to watch it. It is about Yaakov. He is used to be a rabbi, but lost his faith and is doing a sort of meeting with people. However, he's having trouble keeping up with his medication and his rent. So an old rabbi friend of his pops by and asks him to be a shomer. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but basically it's a ritual in which you watch over a recently dead body and say psalms over the body to protect it. So he's offered some money to go in there and do that. However, there's something quite wrong with the body, and the widow is there too. And we find out that maybe Yaakov is in danger from a biblical demon of ancient Jewish lore. So the movie, it's pretty creepy throughout. You know, it's all one location, a couple of unnerving scenes, but the movie also kind of feels very paint by numbers in the sense that it has a lot going on, but also very little going on. They touch upon little things here, such as, you know, him losing his faith, his tragic past, him living a secular life, reliance on technology, intergenerational trauma, racism. A lot of these different themes get explored a little bit, but then they get pulled away for the more horror stuff, and then they have the red herring stuff with him being on antipsychotic medications, so you're not sure. It does a really poor job of trying to give you the red herring. You know, it's almost like it doesn't even, it almost feels like an afterthought, like, oh hey, by the way, our main character might be crazy, none of this is real. You don't really believe it for a second, to be honest, and because, you know, the only recourse of that would be that if he's imagining everything, it's not really a horror movie, it's a psychological thriller, and we know it's a horror movie because it's a horror movie. So I didn't really like that. Everything seems a little bit piecemeal, a little bit too sort of, there are some cool creepy moments, but especially the finale, but overall the movie's a little bit more of a drama, more of a psychological thriller than a horror, and it really doesn't delve too deep into the rich themes that they're trying to have. There's definitely the set flavor of like the Jewish creature, or the Jewish demon, I should say, and but other than that, though, the acting's okay. The movie is simply, you know, one and done. It's all right. It doesn't really set a standard for that type of subgenre of like a Jewish horror film. There's other ones like The Possession or Dybbuk Box. I haven't seen that one, but a few others in there. So overall, The Vigil is a strong attempt, but it doesn't really, you know, hit the landing too much in terms of being really scary or being very memorable. So I give it a 5 out of 10.